Picture this. You wake up in the morning, you open your eyes, and you're feeling rejuvenated, ready to take on the day. And then as soon as you go to move, you feel that all familiar kink in your neck. It is tight and it's sore, and you know it's going to bother you all day long. I'm physical therapist Katie Wolfley, and today we're going to talk about what that kink in the neck might be, ways that we can prevent it from happening in the first place, and things that you can do today to start relieving it. So what is that kink in the neck? Usually we're thinking about it being a collection or group of tightened, cramped muscles, usually between the neck and the shoulders, and it may or may not involve a pinching sensation, which can come from the joints being cramped together, or it can be even a pinched nerve sensation that you might feel kind of coming from the head into the shoulder blade area, going down the back, or just hanging up here in our upper trap area. So it's important for us to think about what is the anatomy of the neck. We have a lot of things going on in a very small space. So our neck is composed of all of these cervical bones stacking on top of each other, creating connections from one to another. So all of these tiny little joints can also cramp up onto each other. We have many, many muscles connecting both from our head to our shoulders, our head to our vertebrae, vertebrae to one another. So lots of long and short muscles throughout that entire space holding up that big, beautiful brain of yours. So if you are dealing with this pain today and you are looking for ways to relieve that discomfort, I want you to start off with a little bit of moist heat. So there is a difference of a moist heat and a dry heat. Dry heat is gonna be like your plug-in heating pad that you have at home that's laying around. The other one is a moist heat pack, which is usually something that you might throw in the microwave, usually filled with like corn, rice, something movable. Those are going to be your best option, as it brings heat quickly into the soft tissues, helps them loosen up a little bit quicker and get more out of it. Your best use of heat is also if you follow up with stretching. So we're going to talk about a couple of stretches and mobility exercises that you can do to then get those nice, well perfused with blood muscles moving so that they have the best opportunity to lengthen. When we're thinking about getting you out of that uncomfortable position, we need to think about improving our posture and the alignment of the neck. So one simple exercise that you can do that will influence neck posture and the alignment of the joints is a simple military posture exercise with a little bit of a chin tuck. So in terms of your shoulders, we're coming from a resting position where usually we let our shoulder blades round forward. We're gonna pull them back as if you were pinching a pencil between the blades and holding your arms in line with your rib cage. In terms of your neck, you are bringing your chin straight back as if to make a double chin. So as you pull your neck back, my eyes stay level, and that head just juts back a little bit like somebody's coming at you with a garlic breath kiss and you're trying to get away from it. You're gonna hold that position for 3 seconds and let it release. This is gonna stretch even those long muscles along the neck and tiny little ones that hold our skull to the top few vertebrae, which can get really cranky if we put our head into a forward position, especially if you are a round into a ball kind of fetal position sleeper. So in addition to thinking about getting our neck moving, getting those muscles moving, we also want to think about moving through our upper back or your thoracic spine and your shoulder blades. We have many, many muscle connections that will extend from that shoulder blade up through the neck and through that thoracic spine. So we gotta get all of that moving so that the neck sits happily on top. So one quick exercise that you can try to get your whole body moving, I like to perform this in standing, but it can be done in sitting as well if you need to. You just make sure that you are up in good posture. Our feet are hip width. You're gonna work one arm at a time, but you will work them both. You're gonna have palm up towards the ceiling as we rotate to bring that hand behind us as far as we can and pivot on our back heel. So you're thinking about taking the shoulder blade and bringing it into the spine. We can have our head move with the trunk if we are in a great deal of discomfort, but if it's good for you, you're gonna keep your head straight as we rotate around, and that will cause my neck to rotate, giving me some extra motion. As that arm comes back to front, palm flips down, comes across your chest the opposite way, still pivoting on that back foot to get as full mobility of that shoulder blade gliding in and away from the spine, and allowing that head to either rotate and get extra stretch by keeping it still, or moving it with the trunk if it's feeling extra sensitive. And the last final strategy that might be very helpful is to work through a light massage. If you could do this yourself, awesome. If you need to phone a friend, phone a friend. But doing a technique that we call pin and stretch can be very helpful. So instead of just thinking about just moving the neck and stretching it in different positions, if you can find a tight and tender spot, you're gonna pin your finger down into that position. And it doesn't mean that you need to know what muscle it is and what way it attaches and moves. You're just gonna gently move your head through different motions of side to side, rotation up, rotation down, bringing the head down. You're gonna find that position where that muscle feels like it's getting that good extra stretch. Hold your finger on that spot, move through that position where it's really tight, and release your finger when you come back to rest. Keep pinning down onto that spot and moving through that same stretch until you feel that muscle release, where you're getting a little less of that discomfort as you move. So give these tips a try, and hopefully you'll be finding yourself feeling rejuvenated in the morning. However, if you find that pain is still sticking around, or maybe it feels like it's something else, get in touch with us to schedule a personal evaluation. You can find us at buffalorehab.com. And as always, thank you for watching.